Hi everyone, I'm Urban Girl and welcome to my channel. I've been cycling around in circles trying to find a decent spot in the local woods. There's disadvantages, it doesn't matter where you go. If you go too far in one direction you can hear a lot of traffic noise. If you go too far in the other direction you can hear all the noise of the recycling facility that's near me. So there isn't really any win-win situation. So anyway, I found a nice spot. I'm going to set up the shelter, make some soup and maybe a coffee. So let's get cracking, guys. Well, there we go, guys. I'm happy with that. You know, this is actually a really good wee shelter for the price. It's a mountain warehouse fishing bivvy type thing, and the camera probably doesn't do it justice because there is actually a lot of room inside this. And yeah, it's like £18 or something from Mountain Warehouse Direct, so it's definitely worth it if you're looking for, you know, a kind of day shelter. I mean, even overnight you could definitely stay out of the main elements and keep warm in here. So yeah, but I'm going to see if I've got the wee tarp with me, and I'm going to put that up as well. So I'm just going to try and string up the magic carpet over the front entrance again, just in case it rains. It has been raining today. The rain's forecast for later, not right now, but hey ho, you never know. So yeah, let's get that set up. Well, yeah, finally managed to suss the tarp out, and luckily I had an extra bungee cord in my bike, because I don't have a lot of cordage with me. Anyway, I didn't leave the house in a hurry, but I left the house in the wrong frame of mind, and even before I left the house I thought I was going over and round in my head about boiling my water, how I'm going to make my soup, etc. As usual, dismissed that thought, got distracted, and as a result I've come out and I've got nothing. Well, I say nothing, but yeah, I don't have my usual cookware. In fact, I don't have any cookware with me to make my soup. So no canteen cup, no wee camping pots, nothing. However, with that said, I'm determined to have the soup because I'm quite hungry. So I am going to see if I can think up an alternative means to cook the soup with what we've got. So I did bring my coffee set up, and I have got this tiny cup, which is the only cookware that I've got apart from the coffee pot. So between the two of them, I'm hoping that I can boil some water. Right, okay, that's our setup, guys. Yeah, so because I didn't bring out any of my equipment for cooking, I also forgot my cutlery. I do have a tiny spoon with me, which is my coffee spoon, so it's tiny, but it'll do. But what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just cleaning off this wee stick to act as a stirrer, so that I can give it a good stir. So I'm just cleaning the bark off it and hoping it's not a poisonous stick of some description. Well, I'm not going to eat it, and it won't be in contact with the food for very long, so I'm not worrying about it. Also half contemplated the midget again, dismissed that thought and forgot about it again, wished I hadn't. Midges are out, but never mind. Right, that'll do. One clean stick. Okay, let's light this stove and hope for the best. I mean, the cup doesn't exactly want to sit on there either. Okay, I'm not going to waste gas, but what I'm going to do is get a wee metal tent stake and see if I can use something to steady the pot slightly. Because it doesn't want to sit on there, it is too small. Okay, fingers crossed that works, guys. I really need a wee smudge fire because I'm getting eaten by these midges. I'm so glad I actually had that wee cup with me. Right. That looks hot enough. The water doesn't need to boil, so I'm going to take it off. I think it's enough water because this soup packet that I've got takes a very, very little amount of water. Wait, I'll try and show you what I'm going to do, guys. Hang on. Just to show you what I'm going to do, I'm going to balance the soup packet in my wee lunch box here to keep it steady, and I'm going to pour the water into this, which is foil lined, so it should be fine. I've got a tiny bit of tin foil to try and pick up this. Oh no, hang on, I've also got this. I forgot I've got my wee tablecloth thing with me. So I'm going to use that to hold on to the handle of this cup, which I am sure will be hot. Might need some more water, but that is feasible. And actually, I don't think I will need more water. I think that'll be enough. I think that might be enough. So let's just sit that soup in there. I've covered it up with the thing. I'm going to sit that soup in there for a few minutes, guys, till it's ready. So yeah, pretty pleased with that. Pretty pleased with that. Good. While I'm waiting for the soup to be actually ready, I am going to set up the coffee pot for the coffee later. So let's do that. This isn't actually too bad a spot, it's quite nice. Now, I should use the last of the coffee that I had last week, or whenever it was, because I did have a tiny bit left. That's that done. And I did bring more, because I knew that wouldn't be enough. What I might also do is I might also heat a tiny bit of water in that cup so that I can also add a wee bit of water to the coffee. Right, I think that's probably strong enough. That'll probably be good enough. Coffee's all set up for later, guys. So, yeah, that stove is just really not ideal for really small things. It's fine for bigger pots, but yeah, you can see really small things, you really struggle. So, of course, I did mention that I'd put one of my Stanley sets on eBay, so that's sold, so that'll be winging its way to the successful buyer. I've also got the Globetrotter 106, the camping gas one that I bought. That's also on eBay. The main reason being you can convert the stove, but it's really difficult in the UK to get the part that you need to convert the stove. The reason you need to convert the stove is the way the camping gas, the 106, is designed. It only fits on the GT 106 gas canister from Camping Gas. It's a Pierce type canister. Now, yes, if you could find another 110 gram Pierce canister, that will also fit, but you can't get them anywhere. It's really difficult. And so it doesn't fit on any other type of canister. And as I say, you can't get that canister, it's really difficult. But there is a YouTube out there where a guy managed to convert it using, I think it was a Snow Peak or something, which was an old, well, a Coleman type single burner. But anyway, you can't get that, it's too expensive to get, it doesn't make any sense. So the short story is, the Globetrotter 106 camping gas is currently on eBay as well for sale. And from that, what I decided was to buy the smaller stove set, well, a smaller stove, and I saw a good deal on a set. So I've bought an OEX Kuju, which is a cup and a kind of boiling pot and 2 wee cups, and the wee OEX stove, which is a lot smaller than this one. So we'll see what that's like. I don't know, guys. Anyway, but obviously I'll bring it out in the field and let you see it once I get it. I have also bought, I know, bye. I have also bought another pot, which is like a Stanley clone, i.e. not the Stanley one that I've got, which was the big compact mountain set, but the slimmer version, the Adventure Cup set. Again, difficult to get in the Again, it's difficult to get in the UK, and it's quite expensive for what it is. So I've bought a clone of the cup that I found on eBay, yeah, that's going to be another wee addition to my kit. So as usual, old kit out, new kit in, you know, well, second hand kit. But anyway, that's the plan, guys. Right, okay, let's see if this soup's ready. Yep. That looks good enough. Looks good enough, guys, so I'm calling it. Anyway, I'm going to sit here and try and enjoy this packet of soup, which is chicken noodle curry soup. So I'm going to sit here and try and enjoy this soup, and I'll bring you back. Well, that soup was lovely. I managed to have that. So I'm going to make my coffee. I had a wee wander around just for rubbish to see, you know, what's lying around. So from that, I've got about 4 or 5 giant wax crayons, 2 plastic sporks. They're double-ended. There's a fork on one end and a spoon on the other. They would have been really handy, but yeah, they're dirty. You know, there's no way I would use them in that state. They need washed. And a small pair of child's gloves, and a cut off hammock strap. Looks like, you know, it's been a long piece of hammock strap and somebody's cut it. So yeah, and a wok with no handle, which it looks like somebody's been using that as a fireball. So the big walk thing, I can't fit on that on my bike anyway with all this gear, but I've just turned it the other way around at the moment so that any of the wildlife and the birds, anything in the area, can use it for water or for having a bath. So I've done that with that, and the other stuff I've put in the back of my bike, and I'll take that I'll take it up the road with me actually and recycle them into other things. The plastic sporks will come in handy. I'll put them through the dishwasher so that they're perfectly safe and clean, and add them into my kit. So yeah, the wax crayons, again, they would have been really useful in an emergency if you had to, you know, potentially seal a wound, or if you wanted to, you know, if you had a puncture in your tarp, or yeah, if indeed you wanted to try and make some sort of candle, or light some sort of fire. So yeah, they really handle big chunky kids crayons. So yeah, all stuff left behind in the woods by whoever comes in here and uses it, but that's that. Right, now it's time to have the coffee. Let's get the lighters. I mean, this stove does have a wee piezo ignition on it, but to be honest, it's not that easy to get to. So I'll give it a try, but I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Managed it, but I don't like it because it's right down at the bottom of the stove. So I'll heat the coffee up, and then I'll maybe heat a wee bit of water up in that cup as well. There was a few wee spatters earlier. I thought the rain was coming on, but it hasn't come to anything. But I did move my bike in under this tarp a wee bit. Really pretty impressed so far with the magic carpet, the DD magic carpet. It's great if you want just like a wee tiny mini tarp for when you're out and about, because it does pack really slim weight. The typical for DD tarps, of course, or that I find anyway, is the stuff sacks are too small, they're too tight. I hate that, but I always seem to manage to kind of get it back in. But yeah, it's a great wee size, really handy for just like this kind of situation where you just want a wee bit of extra cover over the shelter. So and it's not dead expensive, so certainly recommend it, guys. Right, we will wait for the coffee to percolate, and I'll drink my coffee and I'll bring you back after that. Cheers, guys. That's nice. I just heated up a tiny wee bit of water in the bottom just to make it a fuller cup. Oh, it's lovely. There's not been too many people around today, maybe just because this bit's slightly, it's not on a main track, it's slightly off, two wee side tracks, so might mean it's a wee bit quieter. Anyway, I'll drink my coffee and bring you back, guys. Well guys, that's me. I'm all packed up and ready to go. Hopefully you saw how some of that stuff goes into its stuff sack really easily, and other stuff you really need to struggle. I don't know why they design it like that. It's really annoying. Let me know what you think about that wee shelter. I really think it's great value for money. Thanks again for watching my channel, all your views and all your comments. I really appreciate your support, guys. If you're watching and you've not yet subscribed, do me that favour and please think about clicking that button. It really does make such a difference. I'm just an urban girl out having a bit of fun. Bye!